Hey and welcome to Neverwinter Event again. So another event has come around this year, the Coins of Waukeen. Well, what can you earn in this event? In this video I shall go over the event and what you can hope to obtain and how best to obtain it. Sadly, this event is purely just about the fashion. There's only one item you can actually obtain that's going to have of any value in terms of improving the power of your character, and this would be the Waukeen Horde artifact if you so wish to obtain it. Now it really won't give you anything special, but it is the only item here which is actually going to give your character any statistics if you were to go farm it out. Now of course when you do obtain this artifact, you can see unfortunately it will be like all the others on a green rarity, so you will have to spend those expenses of those reagents along with your refinement points to get this upgraded to mythic if you so needed. If you were able to obtain this artifact as she says on the mythic rarity just straight up by grinding this event, then it might be worth it, especially for newer players getting a mythic artifact nice and cheap. But unfortunately it's just going to be green and its bonuses are really nothing special there. Now it does show there falsely on its mythic rarity, but however what you can see as its bonuses that it's giving is all based on it being green, and thus the damage values are very minuscule. And effectively with casting this artifact you will summon Waukeen's Horde from the sky, dealing damage upon impact, and then upon landing the Waukeen's Horde will either rain treasure from the sky, dazing enemies and dealing damage, or they will spew forth a cloud of rust that will slow enemies' movement and deal damage over time. So overall, really nothing special there in terms of an artifact. Now, other than that, there are just lots of different fashion you can obtain. You can obtain these different weapon transmutes for the different classes. You can obtain this vanity pet, the adorned mimic, just little guy who's going to follow you around. And along with that, you can get this fashion set for both male and female, where you just adorn yourself in golden garbs. So, how do you go and obtain these rewards and the currency to do so? It's a bit misleading, as when you talk to her there is no store where you can go and purchase it. But if you read through what she says and what it says in the events tab under the minimap, you will quickly realize that you'll have to actually go to the Moonstone Mask. You can either do so by traveling through Protector's Enclave just to the auction house area here with the ship in the sky, just over there, and you'll get this swirling portal here, and it'll teleport you up to the Moonstone Mask, cross this hanging bridge, and we enter in just through here. And we have the Moonstone Mask, and anybody is free to access this place. And down here in the common room you should see Mrs. Waukeen Merchant herself, and when you go and talk to her, this is effectively the store. Much like what the previous event we had, the Challenge of the Gods, you can spend the currency. However, in this event we can now obtain these Waukeen coin purses, and I shall go over how a little bit later. But with those purses you can purchase these boxes. You can save up 8 of them and purchase a Waukeen Strongbox. The only new thing here you'll be able to obtain is those golden pantaloons, so that'll be the fashion pants. Then in the Waukeen's treasure chest you'll be able to go and obtain what's new here, the Waukeen's golden cloak. Now if we look again in the actual collections tab, here we can see the cloak. Again, nothing too special, but not many people are going to have it, so I guess if you wish to pick it up you may. And also in that strong box you will then be able to obtain those golden robes along with the adorned mimic. Those golden robes again just being the fashion upper body piece that would go with the pantaloons. And of course along with that you'll be able to obtain these Waukeen coins, where you can purchase these fashion weapon transmutes or even this blessed golden die. And you will also obtain there up to 256,000 rough astral diamonds. And finally, if you save up 64 of those purses, you can open this Waukeen's golden chest, and herein you can pretty much obtain everything from the Waukeen's golden cloak to the golden pantaloons, to the golden robes, and then you can finally obtain the golden crown, which is a legendary fashion item, as we can see here, and it will give you this golden crown. And we can also go and equip the pants on there, and we can see the full fashion set. So if you wish to obtain it, sure, you can. You can always change the color scheme as well if you don't like the gold in particular. It is pretty neat. However, for me, the crown kind of looks cheap, kind of thing you would make when you're in a kids party and you would use that golden foil paper to craft the crown. So nothing special that I would go for, at least. And yeah, that is everything there that you can obtain from this event. Now, to actually obtain these Waukeen coin purses, if we look in the information here of the event, it says you will have to be at least level 10 or higher, and you have to kill monsters that are within 10 levels of you. So we'll jump into New Sharandar and we'll kill a bunch of enemies. So after killing a whole bunch of enemies, we finally got one of those coin purses to drop, and they will drop on the ground much like your copper pieces will, or your silver, and they'll just be like this in a bag shape, and you'll have to actually jump onto it or move into its area and you'll pick it up. And here we have one of those Waukeen coin purses. Now you can of course go ahead and open these Waukeen coin purses by themselves, but all you will really obtain is those coins of Waukeen or those blessed gold die packs. You can also obtain teleport scroll to the Moonstone Mask and some rough astral diamonds and some odd potions. Now what I do recommend, if you are interested in getting the fashion items, make sure to just save up these coin purses and go and trade them in and get those strong boxes. Try and get the legendary one there, where you'll have to save up 64 of these. Now personally, I'm really not interested in this event. There's an artifact you can obtain from it, but it's pretty useless, all things considered, and other than that, it's all just fashion. So nothing to worry about whatsoever. We just got another Waukeen coin purse. So just go about your daily lives and just do your standard things that you would do within Neverwinter, and just don't worry about this event whatsoever. If you do happen to pick up these Waukeen purses, you can always go and trade them in and get your rewards. I wouldn't go out of my way to worry about this event whatsoever. So that's everything for this video. Hopefully this was somewhat insightful and helpful, especially to those newer players. So hopefully I presented this well, and if I did, consider leaving the video a like, and if you're new around here, consider subscribing, and we'll see you guys around. Goodbye for now.